Hey, welcome back to the garage. Got a little project this morning on the XR. Now, a couple of weeks ago, I put the 17-inch front tire and wheel on there. Absolutely love that. I have no regrets on that. Fender, of course, was a little tall. Now, I went in and cut it right here, dropped it down a ½ inch. Probably should have went a little further. It doesn't look bad now. But there is a company called Storz Performance. There's their information. They make a replacement front fender that supposed to fit the 17-inch a lot better. And here it is. The only problem was I ordered this off their website and got an email back that the price had went up and they were out of stock. Didn't have any idea when they were going to get any more back in, but they did have this one that was a blim. So I got it at a bit of a discount. Just needs a little filler there where the gel coat has chipped off, because these are an actual fiberglass fender. And they are a lot. There's your Storz fender. There's a Buell XB front fender. They're real similar, except the down leg spacing is different where the bolts go in, and the length is a little different. But I think it should look good on there. It does not have near as much coverage on the back, but I don't think that'll be an issue. And getting rid of the metal fender brace should be a lot lighter. So I'm going to get that pulled off. We'll bolt this on. Now, when I've got it off, I'll also weigh them, see if there's much of a weight difference. We'll get that mounted on, make sure I like the way it looks, then we'll get that painted. Get the body work done, get it shot with some paint, and get it back on there. Did a little bathroom scale comparison, and this fender with all the hardware compared to the other fender with all the hardware is 0.8 of a pound less than the factory one. So that does knock 0.8 of unsprung weight off the front of the bike. As you see, this is since the factory fender had the flange that went down on the back, bolts go through, screw into the flange. This is set up different. This will be on the outside. You've got these little rubber spacers that will go up against the outside of the fork arm, and then the nut will go on the inside, and you can snug it down there, lock nuts, so you can get it snug without breaking anything, and it shouldn't move around. First thing I did was put a little double-sided tape on the ends of these spacers, because that was going to drive me nuts trying to keep those held in there and get that fender off. So now we can just put them in the hole and they should stay. If you never took the fender off, wouldn't be a problem. But changing tires and all, fender comes off, I don't want to have to deal with these all the time. So those are in place. Now set this over the top. And I don't know about you, but I think that looks pretty good. I said you don't have as much hang down in the back, so I may sling a little more stuff up on the front of the engine, but shouldn't be too much of an issue. So I think I'm going to like that. That's a nice fit as far as clearance on the 17-inch tire. I think I'll pull that off, do a little body work on it, and make it black. I'm no expert body man, but we got to, where that's all jagged, where it's cracked off, we got to feather that back in. Probably not quite to that black line, but we've got to make it a smoother transition. We got the edges there clean, dried, roughed up. We're going to use some quality 3M Bondo fast dry filler. I've never used the fast dry stuff before, so let's see if I like it. Fast dry sounds good because I'm always impatient wanting to get body work done. That's why I don't do body work much. Say don't do it any more than I have to. It goes from light blue to a little darker blue. Almost just a red. Then we'll just put this on a little thicker than it needs to be. So we got something to work with when we go to sanding. Honestly, this spot right here and probably the other one, I could have got by just feathering in the gel coat and painting it, because it wasn't really too damaged, but we'll go ahead and put a little filler. All right, we'll let that dry. All right, got the ends sanded down, filled in. It's not a real noticeable area. There, looks actually pretty good, but it doesn't have to be perfect in my book. So now I've scuff sanded everything, got the gloss off. I'll wipe it down with some paint prep, let it dry, and then we'll shoot it with some primer and some satin black. Considering I may change the color of the bike here sometime, I'm not going to get too carried away. Not going to break out the paint gun, just use rattle can on this. Should be fine. Primer ain't looking too bad. And there's the finished product. I am really happy with the way that thing looks on there. You know, as compared to the factory one. Sorry the bike's so dirty, but ever since I put that 17-inch on there, I've been riding it quite a bit. And the bolts, the way they've got with the rubber piece in between, works good. The lock nut will hold it in place, so you just snug it down, compress the rubber a little bit. You don't have to worry about breaking the fiberglass fender. It's not going to go anywhere. I used a satin finished black on it. It's certainly not perfect, but it's a Fender. It's going to get abused anyway. I mean, look at the rest of the bike. I have it clean. It lasts about 30 seconds of riding. Starts getting kind of nasty looking, so I'll get it cleaned up, take some more pictures, but right now I'm real happy, glad I went ahead and changed it. The only problem is I don't know if he's going to get any more. And if he does, don't know when. But it's a good looking fender. I definitely think it adds to the looks of the bike and shaves a little weight off. Hey, thanks for watching. Catch you on the next video.